Hello everyone, this time I will explain about the part of computer. Part of the computer include in the category of hardware which is divided into third: process and power device, storage device, and input-output device. Process device. Process equipment on a computer is a collection of several computer hardware or hardware devices that are connected to each other with function to receive data input for the input device and process it into information that will be displayed to the computer user. Process equipment is generally located on the inside of the computer case, which consists of several components such as processor, CPU, Central Processing Unit, or better known as the processor, is the brain of the computer. The CPU is in charge of calculating every command that is executed on the computer. To prevent overheating, the CPU is usually equipped with a heatsink and fan. Some CPU also have a water cooling system. Various modern CPU are now equipped with a GPU, Graphic Processing Unit. Motherboard. The motherboard is an integrated circuit board which is the main component of a computer. The function of the motherboard is to connect all main components of a computer. Components such as CPU, RAM, CD or DVD-ROM, hard drive or SSD, I/O port, and expansion slot. Inside the motherboard, collection of components such as processor slot, memory slot, motherboard chipset, PCI slot, VGA slot, IDA and SATA port, CMOS baterai. Graphic card. Graphic card, or what is commonly called a VGI or GPU. Video card is a computer component charged of processing graphics. The majority of computer users only need an internal integrated GPU, but gamers, animators, and designers need a dedicated GPU that has a large capacity so that it can process heavy graphics. RAM, Random Access Memory, whose job is to store data and various processes so that they can be accessed very quickly by the CPU or other computer components. Ideally, the greater the amount of RAM, the faster the computer will be because of the greater RAM capacity of storing data and processes. Supplies. True to its name, the power supplies are other component of the machine. It's usually plugged into the motherboard to power the other parts. Storage device. Storage device divided into two parts: primary storage and secondary storage. Primary storage is used for reading, writing, and processing data on secondary storage. The characteristic of The primary storage is that it has high access speed, does not have a large capacity, which can be accessed directly by the CPU, and can only store data until before later stored permanently in secondary storage, such as USB, RAM, and charger memory printed in the motherboard. Secondary storage. Secondary storage is a storage medium for data processing for a computer or CPU usually have a large storage capacity and can store data permanently as needed. This type of storage device can be either an internal or external device for a computer such as HDD, SSD, flash disk, M.2 and 3ME, and so on. Function storage device. Storage devices have a function to process various types of data which later can be used by computer user. In addition, storage device also serve to share various types of data with other users. Input device. Input device is a device or for a computer until whose say it works is to give commands directly by producing digital information to user. There are many different types of input hardware created of computers. Here is an example. Mouse is a pointing device on a computer device. Usually this pointer can be seen on the monitor when we operate the computer. In addition, the mouse is also generally equipped with right and left click buttons which are used as a substitute for the enter and select key on the keyboard. Keyboard is a type of input device that functions to enter data in the from to text such as letters, numbers, symbols, and so on. The keyboard is an important device on the computer. Without a keyboard, you can be sure that the computers cannot work. Microphone is the main tool of capturing sound, and a microphone is an expression of a transducer that converts acoustic energy when there is a change in air pressure into alternating currents or AC. The scanner is also included as an input device designed to copy text and graphic image and then save it a file. Webcam. Webcam is a camera that is connected to the web, able to make video call and take pictures. Usually, this input device is attached to the computer and placed on the monitor, mini webcam for like a CCTV camera and can record if activated. Output device is any piece of computer hardware equipment which converts information into human readable form. It can be text, graphic, tactile, audio, and video. Here is example. Monitor. Monitor is a computer hardware device that functions to visually display the processed results from a computer in the form of text, image, or video. In this case, the monitor acts as an output device for a computer, and a computer cannot be used if the monitor is not there. Speaker is hardware that can produce data in the form of audio or sound. This device can also be called a loudspeaker because it is able to produce a thunderous volume. Printer hardware functions to print data from a computer both in the form of the text and image or photo. The print from the printer is in the form of hard copy, which is printed off paper. The main tools for producing printer are ink and toner. Earphone. Earphone or headphone function as a tool to listen to audio data without the help of speaker. This device can be attached to the user or to that only the user can hear the sound that comes from the computers. In addition, this tool can also be used to speak because there is a communication device. So the explanation of part of computer. Thank you for your watching. See you next time.